But one of my most precious things in the rig, okay, in my opinion, I'm going to try to get through this without shedding a tear, like the old man tears I was talking about. But we recently lost our dog, and
one of my good friends
knitted this. So now we have our dog with us.
Isn't she cute? She's got a little pillow. She's got a little,
and sweet,
little blankie.
Sweepy had a blanket of that color and a pillow of this color. So,
I thought that was so sweet.
So she's in the bathroom. So whenever I'm in there shaving or anything, I look down and say, "Hi, Sweepy."
Hey guys, welcome back to another RV tour video. Today we're going to interview Merton and Sue, who have just recently started going full-time in their RV.
Yeah, my name is Merton, and I travel with my wife for 47 years. I just recently retired as a mechanic, and I was a mechanic at one place for 42 years. I'm just kind of getting used to not having to get up and go to work every morning. It's really a strange feeling, and it's going to take me a while to get used to it, but I'm starting to quick actually. So I actually slept in this morning until 9:30. I normally get up at 10 minutes before when I go to work. So I guess I'm getting into the groove quick. We're full-timing now, and we sold our house. The equity's in the bank. We're not going to touch the equity, and when we're done, we'll buy something else. But right now, we're just going to travel around.
Hi, my name is Sue. I'm the second half of Traveler Merton and Sue. I have been married to him for 47 years, as he just mentioned. I've been a cleaning lady for many years and just semi-retired. We'll go back to work in May through September when we go back to Massachusetts. But we're enjoying life on the road. It's been so fun. Downsizing was a little tough. That was a lot of work, but we got through it, and we're living in a 32-foot rig right now, and we're 10 days on the road and loving it. So far so good, and we're having a ball.
My dad owned Finicky Franny here. We've named our rig Finicky Franny, and he took care of it, right? And it's a 2004, but it's in perfect shape. I went right through it, put everything in it it needed, and we sold our home, and we are on the road full time, and it is amazing and very exciting.
So it's been a lot of fun because we decorated when we first got the RV. We weren't planning on going on the road. We went for 7 weeks last year. We went out to Quartzsite, and we went out to Ironwood Forest, and we just loved it. And so I kind of decorated the RV for that, you know, just to have, and then we ended up deciding to live in there. So I had to put 25 years worth of household stuff and try to wean it down and keep my favorite things. So it's a little packed, and he's been worried about weight all along, so it's been, everything's like, did you weigh it? How much does it weigh? Does it weigh too much to fit in there?
Well, we had to take 47 years of stuff, and I don't know if you all have been living in one place for a long period of time and have had to move, but my God, you have no idea how much stuff you had, how much stuff you really don't need, stuff you've never used, stuff that you forgot you had, and so we had to, you know, sell the house, and when we put the house up for sale, my God, it just sold on like a whirlwind, like that. We didn't expect that.
Very fast.
And so it was like, it was a lot of stress, huh, Sue? I mean, we had to do a couple of yard sales, 3 walkthroughs for the house, and then we got it sold, and then, you know, I had bought this off my dad. My dad had owned Finicky Franny. He took perfect, you know, care of it and stuff. So I had bought it off him, and we ended up staying at my dad's house since May. Because he had the hookups and all that. I finished working. I'm going to go back to work next year, but I'm just cutting grass. I'm not being a mechanic anymore. I'm not twisting wrenches. I just sit there and cut grass all day. So I'll go back next year. But right now we're meandering. We've always had to take our vacations in
January,
in the winter. So we've seen everything I-70 south in the United States. Everything. We have seen nothing I-70 north. So we're going to go right along the Canadian border. We're going to hit Washington, Oregon,
North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska.
Yeah, and then Idaho,
and everything in between.
Yeah, Washington, Oregon, and then we're going to go down through California, Nevada, Utah, and then end up we're going to spend some time on BLM land down there in the Yuma Quartzsite area. And so that's basically our plan, and we've always had to take a vacation. You had to be here on a certain day, had to be here on a certain day, you had to be back to work at a certain time. So it was like, but now we're just meandering. It's just amazing. And
a little hard to get used to that.
we're not really used to it yet, but we're getting there. you know. So we don't have to be anywhere at any specific time. Like when we leave tomorrow, I'm only planning on traveling 170 miles. I've already got it figured out where we're going to stay, and we're going to stay.
And our future plans are basically just to go and have fun.
Just to meander.
You know,
we're going to spend, and then next year we're not going to like meander. We're just going to go down to, you know, BLM land and kind of chill out. And that way we can afford this lifestyle. We don't want to touch our equity. We want that for when we end, we can buy another house or something at the, you know, in the end. We both made a pact that if we start eating away at the equity, we stop. So as long as we live within our means, which we've done so far, it's hard to do with the gas prices, but
right.
Yeah, because finicky Fanny's 7 miles a gallon. Yeah, it sucks it up. But as long as we stay still for a while and not keep traveling, that'll be fine. You know?
It won't hurt so bad.
Yeah, and we can stay, if we like a place, we can stay a week. We can stay 7 days. If we don't like our neighbors, crank it up, move, you know. It's kind of, home is where we park it. Yeah, so anyways, enough chit chat out here, but we'd love to show you our rig if you don't mind. But wait till you see what she's done. It's just beautiful. Susie's made a home out of it, you know. All our family pictures and stuff, and it's just beautiful. If you ask anybody that's young about what we're doing, like you say to them, oh, we sold our house and we're going on the road, they go, are you insane? Are you nuts? My daughter thinks we're whacked out. She thinks we're crazy. But you ask anybody our age and they go, oh, good for you. You know? So it's a whole different attitude. You know, the young
group.
Like we stay in a rest area from time to time. Oh my God, you stay in a rest area. We stay out in the middle of the desert. Oh my God, what about the scorpions? And what about the rattlesnakes? And what about this? And what about that? And I just tell them, if I lived life by what ifs, I wouldn't have done anything. And I feel safer out in the middle of the desert than I do in a campground. I really do. So, you know, yeah. So it's if you're young, they think we're crazy, and if you're older people, they think God bless you. And they always say, my husband and wife, my husband or my wife, whoever's speaking, we've always wanted to do that, and I'm glad for you guys. So it's, you know, we actually just bit the bullet and did it. So, you know, you only live life once. That's all I can say. You don't get a second shot at it. So the best part about having an RV of this style, this may be too much information, but I'm an old man, and when I have to pee, I have to pee. And
too much information.
I can put it in park. I can walk across the rig and pee. I don't have to run into the rest area where I don't even have to ask where the bathroom is, because the lady behind the cash register will go like that, because she could tell because I'm running in like a madman, you know. So, I mean, and that saves a lot of travel time, because by the time you walk into the rest area, take a pee and come back, you've killed 20 minutes. Here, it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I put it in drive and off we go. The first thing Susie wanted to change was the floor. It had the old, tan carpet, and she washed it and washed it and washed it. She actually ruined a rug machine, brand new rug machine, trying to clean it. And finally she said, I want that carpet gone. I'm like, no way in hell I'm doing that. But I did it, and it's so nice. I put the floating floor in. It made a big difference, I must say. Everything Susie says with changing decorations, I don't get it, and I'll go, I don't get it. But then when she changes things, I go, wow, you know. Because we got all our family pictures on the wall, and our dogs and our kids, and you know, it's just.
I like stuff, if guys haven't noticed. So it was very hard to pare down my stuff.
It was.
And once I got it all in here, I had to pare it down to even more, because it was like, you got a lot of stuff here. So, but I haven't officially finished the couch. The couch has been changed, and I did the benches, so got rid of the hunting style look there. The only thing I have to say is the camper's not made for 5-foot people, so there's a little bit of a stress level as far as reaching things for me being short. So that's my only complaint, is, you know, trying to reach things in the closet or sometimes in the cabinets, and sometimes I just have to make the tall guy over here do it for me.
I'll get her a lot of this stuff. Yeah. And we bought her one of them reaching things.
And my daughter got me an old lady
like
reacher,
an old lady reacher, so she can, you know, way up on top here and stuff like that. She can, you know, she can pull a can out, or, you know, whatever, if I'm out walking, or if I'm not here, or I'm out doing something. She does all the inside stuff. I do all the outside stuff. And getting ready, she designed everything. And getting ready, I went through the rig completely. Like, if you got under this rig and looked, it's like a showroom condition. That's how much I've, you know, and I'm kind of proud of that, because I spent hours and hours and hours on this thing. It runs like a top. My dad had it. He always took care of it. So I think we got ourselves a pretty good home here. And as long as she rolls forward. I've never been a Ford fan. I've always been a Chevy fan. So everybody, like all my buddies and stuff, I would always bust their butt if they had the F-150, you know. So now they're busting my butt. You live in a Ford. So yeah, I do. I live in a Ford.
He even has a Ford hat.
I even have a Ford hat. Whenever I'm behind the wheel, I have a Ford hat that I put on. And that would have been unheard of for me for years. Not that I hate Fords, but I've just always been a Chevy guy because of all of our stock car racing days. We always had the small block Chevys. So that's the only reason why. So yeah, but it's just a blast. It's just I can't wait for the next year. I just can't.
The next adventure.
You know, we're gonna have 6.5 months on the road of, you know, meandering. So we like museums and historical society stuff, and we do videos on, well, a lot of different videos. We do recipes and stuff, but our main videos is, you know, where we travel. We try to take a little video and put it up for people because, you know, there's a lot of people living vicariously through us that are shut-ins. Like a lot of our fans, they can't get anywhere, they can't do anything, they're sick, or, you know, they don't have any money at all, or whatever. There's just a lot of people out there. So we like the fact of putting up a video and these people can see what we saw and feel as if maybe we give them a little taste of what it would be like to go there. It's kind of what our kind of mission is, really. I mean, our average viewer is 60 years old. So, you know.
We're definitely the over 40 group.
We're not exactly rocking the youth group. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, we're going to do this as long as we can, as long as we're spry enough, as long as we're healthy enough. And like I said, when we're not, we'll just buy a house and stop. But somewhere warmer than New England. That's the only stipulation. We're looking at maybe the Georgia, Tennessee-ish, South Carolina area, where they get a light coating of snow maybe once in the winter, and it's gone by 10 o'clock in the morning from the sun. You don't have to shovel, you know. So, and it's close enough because we have kids on the East Coast, and we want to be able, if anything bad happened, we want to be able to get there, you know, drive there. Because I'm a mechanic and I don't do planes. And don't ask me why, because you wouldn't do planes either. But I don't do planes, so we had to be within driving distance. This particular picture here is our first RV trip. We had rented a Cruise America Class C because we wanted to see if we liked it. And to be honest with you, the rig was junk and nothing worked, but we loved the weekend anyways, so we knew that's what we wanted to do. And of course, we were lucky enough to have this go up for sale. Biggest things when we got this rig together, which for most RVers, is counter space. Now, as you can see, the stove, the sink, this is what you got for counter space, okay? So how do you really do anything on this? So you're gonna end up like turning around and trying to work over here or whatever. So we did this, you know? Susie can be working at the sink, I can be prepping food here, or I can be doing a project here or whatever. It's on these nice little things. Of course, I got them at Amazon. Where else does anybody get anything today? And they're solid. I mean, I could put, you know, a lot of weight on that, and they're easy to put down, and it tucks in for an RV, so when you hit the brakes it won't come flying out. See, the only other improvement, well, the other improvement we made was,
big one, is a new sink.
You know, this sink. Most RVs, Class C RVs, will come in with this sink, and it'll have a partition down the middle, so you got two small sinks. Well, when you try to wash your Berkey or a coffee pot or whatever, you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. So we purchased this sink, and it's a full sink, and it made all the difference in the world.
It's a big, and then the gooseneck faucet also makes
and the gooseneck faucet, because it had one that was way down here, so you couldn't get nothing under it.
Yeah.
And the other big improvement we made, we didn't like the shower. We got used to the closet-like bathroom. That's fine, but the shower was horrible.
Oh, you're going to show that?
It's a little messy in here because we use it as storage.
Closet space, right?
It is, and I'm not going to lie to you and say it's exactly like a home shower, but it ain't far from it. So if you ever get a rig and you want to improve your shower, get an Oxygenics shower head. That's awesome, huh, Sue?
Yes.
You know, they're just awesome.
We love our Berkey. Last year we did bottled water, and so we're lugging water everywhere we went, and we decided to buy the Berkey, and we saw that on with the Russos, honey. What's their channel?
We're the Russos?
We're the
We're the
Russos.
Russos.
We're the Russos. I love them. And they had the Berkey, and they talked about the Berkey all the time. And we're like, okay, let's try it. And it is the best investment. It was around $238, and it's one of our greatest investments. So you can put puddle water in there. Not that we have, but you can put puddle water in there, and it comes out pure. And so yeah,
And I swear the water quenches your thirst more.
Yeah.
It could be my imagination, but I can't even believe I'm saying this, but it's delicious water.
It's really good.
That makes
yeah.
sense.
So I love the Berkey. So that has definitely been a great investment.
Okay, so you're a mechanic. Have you had any breakdowns on the road that you either couldn't fix or were just easy to fix and you just kept moving right along?
Well, to answer that question, there are going to be certain things. No matter how good of a mechanic I am, I don't have the tools. I can't carry the jack to lift a rig like this. I have a hydraulic jack to lift one axle and change a tire. I'll do most of the work, but there's going to be a lot of it I'm not going to be able to do. But I did dot my I's and cross my T's and went right through this thing. I hate to say this, but because it's a Ford, you never know what's.
And he called her Finicky Franny.
Sorry, Finicky Franny.
He's calling her Finicky Franny. I think that's a negative thing. I keep telling her, I don't know if you should call her Finicky because it's just going to make her be bad. But.
If it was a Toyota or a GMC or something, I'd feel a lot more confident about it. Let me just put it that way. But I mean, I did everything I could to possibly, work it out.
So you guys have a YouTube channel. You just recently started that. Was meeting other YouTubers something that got you into that? Or so what really inspired you guys to start wanting to have a YouTube channel?
Traveling Robert is what started us.
Yes.
He watched every one of Traveling Robert's videos and he said, "Oh, we should do this." But he started doing it on Sweet Pea.
Yeah, right. And then
it wasn't going to be about us.
And then I watched Tom and Lori RV Life, another channel who we've become really good friends with, and they're our age, and they were doing it, and they were having a blast. And I'm looking at them, if they can do it, we can do it.
We've met lifelong friends that are just amazing.
Yeah.
We've met a lot of people that we'll be friends with forever.
Yes.
And it's just been so fun.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this RV tour with Merton and Sue. Thank you so much for giving us that tour. If you saw anything you liked, leave a note in the comments. And do you guys have any way that you would like folks to connect with you on social media or anything like that?
We have no.
We have not gotten to our social media part yet. Unfortunately, that is one of our.
We're old.
Yeah, sorry guys. We're working on that.
So what I meant was, if you want to check out their channel, follow them over at Traveling Merton and Sue at YouTube. And I'll see you guys on my next adventure.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Thanks so much.
That was awesome.